Given the threat of the Chinese Communist Party, they're trying to put poison into the minds of our youth. Do you think the CCP is the greatest threat facing American youth today?
I think that when you look at foreign influence, people will try to blow up Russia or China or even homegrown groups. But I think that when you really peel back the man behind the curtain, I do not think it is an unfair characterization to say that the CCP is weakening the United States internally. I think that it has always been apparent to our enemies, whether it was during the Cold War or all the way back to the American Revolution, that we are weakest when broken down from within. And I think today they are trying the same old strategy.
I think that it's these cultural Marxists in America that root from the CCP and originally from the Soviet Union and the the Frankfurt School and everything. There was a long march of communist influence and Marxist influence in America that infiltrated every institution, whether it be schools, entertainment, the media. Everything has been taken over by these cultural Marxists who are trying to degenerate our society. They're trying to deracinate our society and completely destroy everything that's good and Christian in America.
I can say I see the same things in the working world that I do and that these two are seeing in their schools. It is definitely a problem that America is facing. It doesn't necessarily start with China. But just because it doesn't start with China doesn't mean that China isn't encouraging it. So people will point out that these ideas, they started in Europe, they started with intellectual institutions that emerged after the Second World War, but what they don't realize is that when they see that, China is taking these institutions and amplifying them in order to undermine the American people.
I think it's true that the media has been covering up a lot of the youth waking up in America. I think that the kind of Generation Z, the younger generation, has a vast conservative influence on it. But now people are starting to wake up. The more they push, the more they take, the more that people wake up and fight back. And I think that's happening among our youth in America.
So I think that because that is our home is a place that is much more radical and in tune with the reality of the radical CCP and our radical threats. We are better equipped ever before to handle it, even though this threat is harder than ever before.
Do you think that it is time that America, that American teens, the American government says enough is enough? We want none of these nonsense. Let's stop doing business with the CCP. Let's stop doing business and let's stop sending money so they can put Uyghurs in concentration camps.
Wall Street and all these people, I think we need to get them out of here. We need to take away their power. And they're not only hurting Chinese people, they're hurting Americans too. And I think that the first and foremost priority of the American government should be to put America and Americans first.
Are you with me in taking down the CCP, sir?
Yes.
Let's do it.
I don't think there's a question about